Good morning, everyone. I want you personally to think about like one time you went to a theme park and there was one ride that seemed very scary to you, but you forced yourself, like you forced your bravery and honor to come out of you and you made yourself go on the ride. When initially it felt scary, you're very anxious, but after it, like every like ride has like a peak of it where it seems the scariest, but at the end, you really appreciate, what you went through because it was fun. I feel like that's the case for like 9% of people, because most roller coaster rides or just any ride at a theme park seems the scariest until you get on it, because it really is your imagination that makes you believe it's the worst. There are certain times where like some roller coaster in a theme park is like held up as like the prize one, like the best one, like the Smiler one in one theme park or a couple of others. But then you have one that's specifically made to be as scary as possible, where it doesn't make that much profit because no one goes on it, but the connotation and reputation of fear that it has brings people to the theme park. They go up to it and they're like, yeah, I'm not getting on it, and they go over the part of the theme park where nobody goes on them, but they at least bring customers in to the whole place. Like the ones that look like the euthanization roller coaster made by that one moron. But I want to get your side tangent. That one is so dumb. I think it really is purely by concept, because let's think about it. If you're being euthanized, it's most likely because you're in pain and you don't want to keep on living because your condition is incurable. Yeah, that makes sense. Why would you, travel to like a plane all the way to America, wherever that is, and get on with a bunch of other people that want to die as well? Because there is a condition where once you get on it, they make you sign one more contract. You'd be like, are you sure you want to die? And if someone says no, they have to stop the whole thing, get everyone off it, and then start over again. Or then maybe some other asshole next to you once you get off as well. And you repeat the process over and over. Just to die a death that's like 10 times slower than a lethal injection. So whoever made that ride, you're a moron. But the thing is, you're gonna have rides like those that are like made by psychos to be as dangerous as possible, to the point that they almost kill you. But if you think about it, any theme park ride, any attraction, under the right conditions, can be, the death of you. The death of you. For example, a lot of people are scared of swing rides, because when you think about it, it really is like the equivalent of you like being strapped to nothing. Yeah, like, they put you in a chair, but that chair is connected to like a chain. It's like being a hamster being thrown around by like some shitty kid, where at any moment, the rope can break and it'll send you flying. It won't, or there's a 1 in a million chance that it will. But overall, it won't likely, which is why people still go on it. But aside from that, there are conditions that, might fuck you over. For example, what if the power goes out and you're just stuck on it? It doesn't sound that bad, because, when you think of swing rides, you think of like very like low-hanging places, not that high up. But one theme park in Mexico City, and I don't know what country it is, one ride has to like set up really high, where I guess, in the beginning, it starts off at the bottom, but then over time, it goes all the way up, And in this one case, it turns out the power went out at the exact moment for them to be stuck at the top, while like it's windy and raining, and them just like being stuck there for at least 10 minutes.
Rolled in, soaking them with heavy rain and strong winds. So they were stranded on that ride for about 10 agonizing minutes. Six Flags Mexico acknowledged that some uncomfortable moments for our visitors, but no one was hurt.
¿Qué pedo? No está comiendo un asador de nosotros.
It was likely 10 minutes, like it was reported after. But of course, when you're in that seat all the way high up, where you're barely hanging on the chain, you will let your fear and anxiety get to you and believe you're gonna be stuck there for like an hour, 2 hours, eternity. But no, they were fine, they got down safely. Some guy released the anchors and they fell down immediately and died. But I have to admit, from that video, that scenery, that setting, does look a bit beautiful. It does. I know it's a windy and rainy, so that ruined it. But if I was on it and I had the knowledge that this would happen, I would have brought a six-pack. I would have brought a cigarette. I would have been smoking up there. Like a very beautiful scene. I would just like appreciate the cloud. Drinking my beer and smoking my cigarette. Would have been a good moment. My favorite part of the clip is like when you see the other people on the other ride opposite to them, and they're and that's just fine. Like the power for them is still going, you know, they're having a great time. Meanwhile, like they're all the way high up, you know, forced to watch them having fun while they're being pelted by rain. Okay, now it's time to answer the obvious question: can they sue them? And I think maybe potentially, yeah. I think if there's one safety switch or like one safety precaution for most rides made nowadays, is that they have like some generator, like some backup generator where if they lose power to like the main grid, they have like, you know, something else to keep on going to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen. Because imagine like this same scenario on a ride that's like much faster and has momentum, like a roller coaster ride. For most roller coasters, it wouldn't be that bad. But nowadays, I think like a good like 3 out of 10 have like segments where like they go upside down, and you know, it's fine because it's for like a few seconds. But imagine being stuck upside down for like a good 10 minutes on a ride, like, you know, that's already uncomfortable. Because most seats, you know, they press you against the back and you have no room to wiggle around. Well, blood is rushing through your head. In that scenario, it would make sense for someone to get sued. But for this one, well, you know, the swing ride, well, it's not hypothetical, it actually happened. I don't think someone could get sued over that because it's not as dangerous. Like, you know, they were stationary, they were high up, but of course there was no signs of like the chains breaking and them falling to the death like 100 feet up. But I guess you could substitute a reason for a lawsuit from like possible danger to, you know, mental trauma. Because most people, like I said, if they were on it, they wouldn't know all the way up there that someone's gonna come in 10 minutes. They think they'd be up there for like an hour, and you know that would cause a lot of panic naturally, and that would be a decent reason, but we all know that people, you know, they go to theme parks or just any place like in a mall, and they find like the dumbest shit, like the tiniest stuff that it could be potentially danger. But you have to be like an actual stingy rat. You want a lawsuit to go find a mistake and, you know, cause to like make it do harm to you to then like sue the company. Like imagine in this video, there's probably like some fat 40-year-old guy that was balding behind the camera, already calling the lawyer and signing up the lawsuit for the theme park. Oh, that's well, the theme park, it wasn't like a tiny one, it was a Six Flags, which is pretty popular. And if they're big, any rat could have like a bounty with them to like sue them for as much money as they want or as much as they can possibly in court. Because people have sued for much less. But I'm gonna let it up to you guys to decide what would you do personally? Who the fuck are you to decide what you do in this situation? Would you just accept it, like, you know, you're gonna be stuck there for a while? Would you be rational and be like, okay, well clearly they have technicians at the theme park, someone's gonna come over very quickly and fix the ride and let us come back down safely? Or would you write your will and your inheritance for your children and your grandchildren in the event of your death in that day? I'm gonna let you guys decide, you know, write down in the comment section below, you know, give me that engagement.